first cottage and it held like it should. Johnny told the pretty girl, darling, I love you so. She looked back at Johnny and said, Johnny boy, I know. And we all shine a light, little darling. We all want someone. We're all afraid of tomorrow just a little. We all dance circles around the sun till it's done. You're the one. Johnny went out one day with a shotgun by his side. His family, they didn't trust him to keep him all alive. He stumbled upon a black bear and knocked down his gun. Johnny couldn't reach it, so he fixed up to run. The bear caught up to Johnny, knocked him to the ground. Johnny thought of his little girl and he beat that bear down. Well, the moral of the story, if there's a woman by his side, there's nothing that a man won't do just to stay alive, stay alive. And we all shine a light, little darling. We all want someone. We're all afraid of tomorrow just a little. We all dance circles around the sun. And we all shine a light, little darling. We all want someone. We're all afraid of tomorrow just a little. We all dance circles around the sun till it's done. And you're the one.
A notice to exhibitors and our parents of our exhibitors. We're on a little tight timeline this morning with all of the junior exhibitors that are showing. So if we can have our exhibitors have their animals marshaled in promptly for their classes, that'll keep everything running smoothly so that we can stay on schedule. So when the class enters the ring, the next class can start lining up and be ready to go in, or else have your animals tied up, ready to go, so parents and other junior exhibitors can help out to make sure that the junior show runs smoothly. Good morning, exhibitors. That clock in the corner is a little fast, so we are still 2 minutes away from start time, but maybe I'll take this opportunity to introduce our judges for our junior show. Our judge, Jay Good, comes to us from Brooks, Alberta, where he has been a 4-H leader for 20 years, leading beef, swine, and judging project leader. He started judging 35 years ago and has judged sheep, beef, and swine in Alberta, British Columbia, Saskatchewan, and Montana. In 2019, he coached the Alberta 4-H team to their best ever finish at the National Western 4-H Roundup in Denver, Colorado. He has been a coach at the Summer Synergy Judging Camp for the past 4 years. Jay grew up in Carstairs, Alberta, showing limousine cattle at 4-H and junior shows. When his kids were in 4-H, they also showed limousine cattle and developed a flock of Suffolk ewes, providing themselves and local 4-H members with market lamb prospects. He is the past chair of 4-H Alberta Beef Advisory Committee and member of Provincial Beef Carcass Committee. Jay is the inventory coordinator for Gateway Livestock Group of Companies. Gateway specializes in providing high-quality slaughter and feeder cattle to customers in Western Canada and the Pacific Northwest, U.S. When not at work judging at a youth livestock show, Jay is a piper with the South Alberta Pipes and Drums. Please welcome Jay Good. Our junior judge is Emma Van Stekelenburg. And is it right? She says I get it right. Emma is a second-generation dairy farmer from Brooks, Alberta. She works on her family's dairy farm, Quintus Dairy, where they milk 60 Holsteins and Jerseys and farm almost 500 acres of land. She also manages a small flock of commercial Suffolk sheep. Emma was in 4-H for 8 years with dairy and market lamb projects. She is currently a leader for the Newell 4-H District Judging Project. Emma is a member of the Holstein Canada Young Leader Advisory Committee and Alberta Milk Ambassador. Emma has had the opportunity to work and show at dairy shows across Canada and Europe, including the Western Canadian Classic, the Royal Winter Fair, and the Cremona International Dairy Show in Italy. Emma has judged at various 4-H club and district sheep shows in Alberta and British Columbia. Please welcome Emma. With that, I think we are ready for starting our junior show here at Grasslands Sheep Exhibition 2025. Our first class, going in catalog order, is the Mature U class. We have entry 766, Josephine Motes. Entry 760, Carson Motes. Entry 763, Emma Bagora. Entry 782, Grayson Bagora. Entry 767, Sophie Bermnauer. Entry 714, Toby Wessing. Entry 768, Katrina Bahika. And entry 761, Adelita Nordic. Our sponsors for 2025 Grasslands Sheep Exhibition include our diamond sponsors, Campaign for Wool, Canadian Wool Growers, Gallagher Canada, OC Flock Management, Saskatchewan Sheep Development Board, City of Humboldt, New Rosedale Feed Mill, Pet Food Source, West Fine Meats Inc., Brant Agriculture. Our platinum sponsors, Canadian Cooperative Wool Growers, The Govan Ranch, Grover Nutrition, Manitoba Livestock Cash Advance Inc., Gateway Veterinary Service, Struck Farms. Our gold sponsors, Allflex Canada, Canadian Forage and Grasslands Association, McWill Shearing Inc., Smeaton Fence Supplies, Bella Vista Motel, PMT Group Inc., Jack Auction Group. Our silver sponsors, Master Feeds and Alltech Company, Happy Hollow, Fusilier Sheep Co., Living Skies Veterinary Services, Roy Leach Livestock, Custom Shearing Laurie Reed, Tony and Simon Atkinson Livestock, Big Bob's Meats, Iron Goose Meadow Works, Canota Hotel Humboldt, Reba Fenor, Double L Farms, Holland Livestock, Hooves and Paws Vet Clinic. Friends of the show, Genovis, FX5 Livestock, Mud Lake Sheep Co., Johnstone Auction, BF Ranching, Sheep Canada, UCall Canada, Ward Suffolks, Huber Ag Equipment Limited, Misty Gardens, Grayson Begora, and SaskTel.
Now down in the cellar, lots of noise. Yeah, down in the cellar, lots of noise. Well, they keep on dancing, all the good girls and boys. And I can't stop to turn it off. No, I can't stop to turn it off. Whisper something to you short and soft. So Indigo City, why do you get down? Indigo City kicking me to the ground.
Good morning, everybody. Happy to be here again to judge the junior show this morning. We're starting off with a really good class of ewes. Lots of quality from top to bottom today. But for me today, this ewe in first, she's everything I look for in a ewe. She's maybe not the tallest in the class today, but she just has so much width and length throughout. She has so much width and depth in her loin. She has so much dimension in her hindquarters. And for me today, that width and length in her loin takes her over this very nice ewe in second here. This ewe, she's so extended in her skeleton. Lots of body depth today, and just more muscling in her hindquarters today over this really nice third ewe. The white-faced ewe today, she's very feminine. Lots of femininity in your head and neck today, and just a little more width up front today over this fourth U. Fourth over fifth today was just the muscling and the definition of hindquarters today. Fifth over sixth, I just like this U. She had a little more depth of body, a little more width in her chest today. Sixth over seventh today, she just had a little more width and depth to her loin today. A little more body depth than this really nice U in seventh. And seventh over eighth today, just more length and more body depth overall than a really nice U in eighth.
First place in our mature U class goes to entry 714, Toby Wessing. Second place to entry 760, Carson Motes. Third place to entries 766, Josephine Motes. Fourth place to entry 763, Emma Bagora. Fifth to entry 761, Adelita Nordic. Sixth place entry 767, Sophie Bernauer. Seventh entry 768, Katrina Payak. And eighth to entry 782, Grayson Bagora. Coming in the ring is our yearling U class. We have entry 734, Holden Sturby. Entry 781, Eli Bartlett. Entry 736, Haley Bernauer. Entry 737, Amaya Fernquist. Entry 760, Carson Motes. Entry 732, Tori Coleman. Entry 765, Jasper Edwards. Entry 723, Talia Lear. And entry 744, Lane Nordic. if you're in the stands and want to follow along with the program, you can find those at the east side of the show ring at the green table with Pam and Daniel standing there drinking coffee. He'll talk to you too. And you can grab a program from them. Our sale is also at 1 o'clock this afternoon, and you can pick up bidding numbers from Pam at that green table.
Tell me, little darling, what you don't find. Did you ever really think? Did you ever really try to give me all of you to know? Or did you just let go? What do you want from me? Honey, I can't even breathe. Tell me if I found what you can't see, would you come back to me? Tell me now, baby, would you come my way if I was a better man? If I could change, I would. But I find I'm at a loss for words, and even when they come, it hurts. What do you want from me? Honey, I can't even breathe. Tell me if I found what you can't see, would you come back to me? Tell me, babe, is this real? Or do I want what you don't feel?
Yeah. Great class of yearling ewes. I'm going to talk about my top two a little later on, but for now we're going to talk about these ewes here. This ewe here, I really like her. Just compared to the first two today, I wish she had a little more length of loin, a little more width in her loin today. But a very nice ewe over this fourth ewe here. Fourth over fifth today. I really like this lamb here, or this ewe here. She's a Mayborn ewe, so she's very well grown for her age today. She's a little more shape to her rear quarters, a little more width to those rear quarters than the white ewe I have in fifth. Fifth over sixth today. I just like that she was a little cleaner fronted up in the front today, a little more depth of body than the black-faced ewe here in sixth. And sixth over seventh today, just like that there was a little more length of body, a little more width up front there. And then my bottom two ewes here, they're both great ewes today, just need a little more size, a little more condition today to be placed any higher in the class.
So moving on from split one is entry 732, Tori Coleman, and entry 723, Talia Lear. Third place, entry 734, Holden Sturby. Fourth place, entry 760, Carson Motes. Fifth place, entry 736, Haley Bernauer. Sixth place, entry 744, Lane Nordic. Seventh place, entry 781, Eli Bartlett. And eighth place, entry 765, Jasper Edwards. In our second split, in our yearling ewe class, we have entry 738, Lacey Grant. Entry 743, Abby Bartlett. Entry 761, Adelita Nordic. Entry 716, Leah Coleman. Entry 767, Sophie Bernauer. Entry 741, Tristan Lear. Entry 714, Toby Wessing. Entry 746, Kate Edwards. And entry 766, Josephine Motes.
that can save. Show them a love that is brave. It's time to make some noise, make a difference with one voice. Together there's power to sing out louder. Let the truth be heard. Come on, let out a shout. Lift up your voice. Come on and sing it out. Sing it out. Whoa, whoa, whoa.
Every day brings new light to help us on our way. Always taking my breath, whether sun or rain. The wind will carry us over, that horizon we see is getting closer. This is why we live, for moments like this. This is why we live, for moments like this, yeah. Moments like this, when the mountain calls and the river waits for what's to come, a dreamer's day. The wind will carry us over, that horizon we see is getting closer. This is why we live, for moments like this. This is why we live, for moments like this, yeah. Moments like this is why we live. This is why we live. Moments like this. This is why we live. This is why we live. Moments like this. Moments like this. The best thing and the worst thing happened today. She moved on with another guy and got engaged. And now my heart set free from its cage, but it stings like hell on the way out. The best thing and the worst thing happened today. I'm moving on. I'm moving on. I'm moving on. Driving 99.
Another great class of yearling ewes here. I'm going to talk about you two a little later. Today, I really like this third place ewe. For me today, I wish she just had a little more muscling in her hindquarters today to place over the other two in this class. I think she's harder over her top line today than this fourth place ewe, fourth over fifth. Today she's just she's better conditioned than the ewe in fifth. She's great muscling in her hindquarters. She's wider in her front, a little deeper body than this nice ewe we have in fifth. Fifth over sixth today. Just came down to feet and legs today. This ewe has great feet and legs. She's strong in her pasterns over the black ewe I have in sixth. Sixth over seventh. Today, just a little wider up front, a little deeper in her body today, a little more openness of rib than this black-faced ewe in seventh. Seventh over eighth today. Just a little wider in her hindquarters, a little more muscling in her hindquarters, a little more muscling up in her shoulder today than the eighth place ewe. Eighth over ninth. Again, just a little more width today in her front and her rear today. And then, sorry, I'm losing count. 1, 2, 9th over 10th today. Just a little more length of body, a little more depth of body today than the 10th place U, but a great U here in 10th today.
And moving on from split 2 in our yearling U class is entry 739, Lacey Grant, and entry 767, Sophie Bernauer. Third place is entry 314, Toby Wessing. Fourth is entry 716, Leah Coleman. Fifth is entry 766, Josephine Motes. Sixth is entry 742, which is an addition. This is Tristan Lear. Seventh is entry 761, Adelita Nordic. Eighth is entry 741, Peyton Hitchens. Ninth is entry 746, Kate Edwards. And 10th is entry 743, Abby Bartlett. Returning for our overall yearling U, from split 1, we have entry 732, Tori Coleman, and entry 723, Talia Lear. From our split 2, we have entry 739, Lacey Grant, and entry 767, Sophie Bernauer.
really good class of yearling ewes. This first ewe, she caught my eye when she walked in the ring today. She's just so long. She has so much body. She has so much muscling from end to end, so much style today. Today, she just has more length of body, more width to her loin today to take her over this really nice ewe in second place. This second ewe, she's the smallest ewe in the class today, but what she lacks in size, she makes up for in quality. She's so complete. She has lots of width in her front today, a little more muscling in her hindquarters today than this really nice white ewe we have in third. Third of her fourth today. She's just harder over her top line. Just a little more width to her rear quarters today than this really great ewe we have here in fourth. If you get a chance, put your hand on this ewe. She has so much width to her loin today, but today it's just her top line. If it was a little stronger, if she was a little stronger top today, she might place higher in the class, but great class of yearling ewes.
And first place in our yearling ewes goes to entry 767. This is Sophie Bernauer. Second place to entry 723, Talia Lear. Third place to entry 732, Tori Coleman. And fourth place to entry 739, Lacey Grant. Our next class in the ring is our ewe-lambs. We have 4 splits in this class. Our first split is entry 764, Jordan Govan. 722 is Cash Nordic. Entry 732 is Tori Coleman. Entry 713 is Noelle Payek. Entry 746 is Kate Edwards. Entry 717 is Jacob Bernauer. Entry 737, Amaya Fernquist. Entry 702, Ada Schreiner. Entry 741, Tristan Lear. Entry 735, Carson Verstegen. Entry 701, Trip Wessing. And entry 782, Grayson Begora.
Finest whiskey poured out in our glasses. You are something sweet. Sip you slow, then repeat. You're the habit I thought I could be. The old-fashioned love's got a hold on me. Old-fashioned love's got a hold on me. Old-fashioned love. We've had pain and lovers go. this world really needs is something like you and me. Bitter with a touch of sweet, cold but it goes down with ease. Old-fashioned love is what this world really needs. Old-fashioned love. Old-fashioned love, yeah. 'Cause to me our love is like an old-fashioned finest whiskey poured out in our glasses. rush of blood to my head. I took a picture for these memories. I remembered what you said when you said you wouldn't let go of me. I don't wanna put you down this time and forget about everything and what we found. I don't wanna lose it all this time. In that photograph of us, it seemed like you were finding love to be. Closer to you than you thought, and still you thought too much and let go of me. I don't wanna put you down this time and forget about everything and what we found. I don't wanna lose it all this time and forget about everything. I don't wanna lose you, baby.
So I pulled out my 2 ewe lambs that we'll see later on in the morning, but first I'm going to talk about the rest of my ewe lambs here. Great class from top to bottom. This ewe here in third, I really like this ewe. I just wish she had a little more muscling in her hindquarters, a little more width between her legs, her rear legs today, to place higher in the class, but she has so much more width in her, so much more openness of rib, more length of body today over this black-faced ewe. These 2 ewes, it was close for me today. It just came down to feet and legs, especially in the rear. This lamb here, she has a little more width in her front, a little more length and width to her loin over the Romney here. Today, your lamb just had a little more size compared to the rest of the class, a little more length of body, and then for the rest of the class here, I just wish you guys had a little more size, a little more width and length to your loins, maybe a little more width between your rear legs today to place any higher today.
From split 1, moving on, we have entry 702, Ada Schreiner, and entry 735. Is that right? Carson Verstegen. Third place, entry 764, Jordan Govan. Fourth place, entry 732, Tori Coleman. Fifth place, entry 782, Grayson Begora. Sixth is 713, Nicole Payak. Seventh is entry 701, Trip Wessing. Eighth is entry 717, Jacob Bernauer. Ninth is entry 722, Cash Nordic. 10th is entry 746, Kate Edwards. Our second split is coming in the ring. Entry 734, Holden Sturby. Entry 714, Toby Wessing. Entry 704, Olivia Verstegen. Entry 761, Adelita Nordic. Entry 720, Brinley Fernquist. Entry 739, Lacey Grant. Entry 723, Talia Lear. Entry 747, Abby Mix. Entry 705, Ella Borsa. Entry 766, Josephine Motes.
Another great class of ULAMs here. I'm going to talk about my first two later on. This third place U here, I really like this U. She's so extended in her skeleton. She's just long from end to end. Today, I just wish she had a little more width in her front and her rear today to place any higher in the class. But it's just that length of skeleton today that places over this nice U we have in fourth. Fourth over fifth. I just think this U had a little more length to her loin today, a little more width in her rear quarters today than this little U we have here. In sixth over seventh today, this U just a little wider up front, a little more cleanup in her chest today than this white-faced U here in seventh. And then just for U3 at the bottom here today, I wish you just had a little more width in your loin today, a little more power in your chest today to place any higher in the class, but good U's.
In split 2, moving on, we have entry 714, Toby Wessing, and entry 747, Abby Mix. Third place, entry 766, Josephine Motes. Fourth place, entry 761, Adelita Nordic. Fifth place, entry 723, Talia Lear. Sixth place, entry 705, Ella Borsa. Seventh place, entry 734, Holden Sturby. Eighth place, entry 739, Lacey Grant. In our third split of ULAMs in the junior show, we have entry 767, Sophie Bernauer. Entry 707, Haley Verstegen. Entry 765, Jasper Edwards. Entry 712, Grace Borsa. Entry 731, Aiden Versival. Entry 760, Carson Motes. Entry 715, Adeline Stenson. Entry 762, Catlin Pike. Entry 760, Peyton Hitchens. Entry 721, Jalissa Sturby. And entry 745, Carrie Ann Walker.
I think this is one of the closer classes I've had today. All these U's were very good from top to bottom. They were all very similar, all similar frame sizes today. Just going to talk about my U's here. This U, I like this U. She has so much width to her loin. She's long over her spine. Got lots of muscling in her rear quarters today. Just wish she had a little more width between her rear legs to place over the other two U's today. But just that muscling in her hindquarters, the width to the front of her chest today places over this nice Suffolk we have here in fourth. Fourth over fifth today was just the muscling in her hindquarters and just a little more openness of rib today than the white U we have in fifth. Fifth over sixth. Just came down to width in her chest today. She's a little longer spine today. And this U we have in seventh. Seventh over eighth, it was just the muscling in her hindquarters. She's a little more definition to her rear quarters, just a little more depth of body today than the U in eighth. Eighth over ninth, she has more size, a little more power today than this little Suffolk we have here in ninth. This U here, she was the youngest of the class today, but take nothing away from that. She has lots of frame. She's very balanced overall. Just a little more length and width to her loin today over this black U we have in 10th.
From split 3, moving on, we have entries 715, Adeline Stetson, and entry 745 with number 738 on her hip is Carrie Ann Walker. Third place, entry 731, Aiden Versival. Fourth place, entry 721, Jalissa Sturby. Fifth place, entry 712, Grace Borza. Sixth place, entry 767, Sophie Bernauer. Seventh place, 707, Haley Verstegen. Eighth place, entry 760, Carson Motes. Ninth place, entry 762, Caitlin Payak. In the ring now is split 4 of our junior ULAMs. We have entry 763, Emma Begora. Entry 736, Haley Bernauer. Entry 716, Leah Coleman. Entry 739, Lila Gilchrist. Entry 710, Everly Stenson. Entry 744, Lane Nordic. Entry 719, Sophie Verstegen. Entry 730, Kenzie Payek. Entry 748, Spencer Spicer. Entry 706, Marcus Schreiner. And entry 780, Paige Govin.
Well, howdy, y'all. Well, did you miss me? Go on and say I told you so. Yeah, now I know the straight life is a no-go. Yeah, I was wrong. I tried to get domesticated, but yesterday I finally couldn't take it, and I was gone. I probably should have told my wife, but the minute I saw the light, I just dug out my boots and threw out the fanny pack, sold the van and got my old Harley back, cranked up the bike and flew out the cul-de-sac, straight to the nearest bar. AC/DC on the jukebox, back in black. Got so drunk I was singing like a maniac, smoked so much I about had a heart attack. So it's a fact, the rascal is back. They got back. I ain't gonna lie.
Another good class of ewe lambs. We're going to start with this ewe here. She's long. She's got so much body. She's got lots of muscling in her hindquarters today. I just wish she had a little more width between her chest today to place over the other two lambs. But a really nice ewe here. It's just that openness of rib, the length of body today that takes her over this ewe we have in fourth over fifth. Just a little more definition in her hindquarters today over the fifth ewe. Fifth over sixth was just the width of her loin. She's just a little harder over her top than this ewe we have in sixth. Sixth over seventh. Just a little more muscling in her hindquarters today, a little more width to her chest over this nice ewe we have here in eighth. Eighth over ninth, she's just a little longer, a little wider in her loin today over the black-faced ewe. These three ewes, they're all great ewes. Just need a little more width to their loins today, a little more width behind their legs today to place a little higher in the class. But great ewes.
Moving on from our fourth split is entry 710, Everly Stenson, and entry 748, Spencer Spicer. Third place is entry 719, Sophia Verstegen. And fourth place, entry 706, Marcus Schreiner. Fifth place, entry 745, Lane Nordic. Sixth place, entry 740, Layla Gilchrist. Seventh place, entry 736, Haley Bernauer. Eighth place, entry 716, Leah Coleman. Ninth place, entry 763, Emma Begora. And 10th place, entry 730, Kenzie Pyhak. In our overall junior ULAM class from split 1, we have entry 737, Amaya Fernquist. Entry 702, Ada Schreiner. And entry 735, Carson Verstegen. From split 2, we have entry 714, Toby Wessing. And entry 747, Abby Mix. From split 3, we have entry 715, Adeline Stenson, and entry 745, Carrie Ann Walker. From our split 4, we have entry 710, Everly Stenson, and entry 748, Spencer Spicer.
whatever you do, just don't stop. You just move, baby. Move any way you need. How do you do it, darling? You got me on my knees, on my feet. You can take me to the left, baby, take me to the right. You can take me for the rest of my life. Just move, baby. The way you move is moving me.
Give all these kids a round of applause. These kids have such beautiful ewes. There's so much quality from end to end. These kids did a great job with their lambs. And take a look at who's in this ring now, because they might be in the ring later on for showmanship, because these are pretty decent showmen. These first two ewes and first, they're both so complete. They have so much quality from top to bottom. They have so much muscling, they're long, they're wide, they're deep. They have everything you want in a ewe. I'm just gonna give the advantage to the black ewe today. She's just has a little more depth of body, a little more definition to her rear quarters, and has a little better condition today than this beautiful ewe we have in second. This second ewe, she's so showy. She shows it off, she knows it. She's just so much quality, so much length of body. Like, this ewe is long. Today it's just that length of body that takes her over this black-faced ewe even third. This third ewe, she's wide. She has so much openness of rib. It's just that width and the openness of rib and the length of her loin today that takes her over this white-faced ewe even fourth. Fourth over fifth. Fourth is just the length, the depth of her loin, the width between her rear quarters takes her over this white ewe in sixth. Fifth over sixth. Just a little more length of body today than the seventh place ewe. Seventh over sixth, where are we? Sixth over seventh. Just a little more openness of rib, depth of body, and a little more muscling in her hind quarters today than the seventh place ewe. And seventh over eighth, just a little more length to her loin, a little length to her body, a little more size today in this beautiful ewe we have in eighth. Thank you.
So first place in our junior ewe lamb class goes to entry 715, Adeline Stenson. Second place to entry 745, I think her number is 738 on her hip, was Carrie Ann Walker. Third place to entry 748, Spencer Spicer. Fourth place to entry 710, Everly Stenson. Fifth place to entry 735, Carson Verstegen. Sixth place to entry 714, Toby Wessing. Seventh place to entry 702, Ada Schreiner. And eighth place to entry 747, Abby Mix. Coming back in for our champion, our grand champion junior show ewe. From our mature ewe class, we have entry 714, Toby Wessing, and entry 760, Carson Motes. From our yearling ewe, we have entry 767, Sophie Bernauer, and entry 723, Talia Lear. And from our ewe lamb class, we have entry 715, Adeline Stenson, and entry 745, Carrie Ann Walker. If we can get the Pee-wee showmanship to start marshalling, so parents, all showmanship animals need to start marshalling, but starting with the Pee-wee and then moving to Clover Bud, we'll be starting our showmanship immediately after this class.
Is this on? Okay. I want to thank the Grasslands Sheep Exhibition for having me out here today to judge these lambs. I found about judging the show Monday night. By Tuesday morning, I said yes. Thankfully, it was raining at home and I can make the trip out here. I I think my parents are watching on the live stream, so shout out to them. Thanks for running the show at home so I could be here today. When you look at these ewes, I hope you have an idea of what I like in my ewes. They may not have to be the biggest ewes, but they got to be complete. Muscling from end to end, length, width, depth, all over. I would take any one of these ewes home and put them in my flock today. They'd probably be the best one in the flock. That's okay. So you guys were all a great crowd today. You guys were quiet, so I hope when I congratulate these kids today, please give them a huge round of applause, because they deserve it. So I'm going to go out, select my grand and reserve. Please give him a big, big round of applause when I do.
Our grand champion ewe in our junior ewe show goes to entry 723, Talia Lear. No, it is 767. It is 767? Okay. Entry 767, Sophie Bernauer. Second place to entry 715, Adeline Stenson. Entering the ring is our first class of showmanship. This is our Pee Wee division with entry 701, Trip Wessing, 702, Ada Schreiner, 705, Ella Borsa, and entry 706, Marcus Schreiner. 1, 2, 3. 707? Oh. For those in the crowd, there is a skirting demo at the wool display area starting at 11 a.m. And we have results from the wool show. The grand champion fleece goes to Shauna Heyman, and the reserve champion fleece goes to Kathy Voden.
All right, well, if you haven't found anything to cheer for yet in the last day and a half, I think this is a class that deserves a big round of applause. We're going to get these little ones hooked on the show ring real early. You know, it's going to get a little expensive for mom and dad, but that's whatever. The point is they're showing. We've got, I mean, this little guy here on the end, he's going to have stories. He will win every argument about who started showing first. So he gets that. We got the young lady here who is so eager to get into the showing again. She tried to bomb the championship class. Fantastic. Young lady here, big smile on her face, bit of a handful with her lamb, but she's doing a fantastic job. The young guy wearing the tie, guy after my own heart, gotta look good, show good. And then the young lady down on the end, I think she's having a fun time showing. I think she got a little lucky. She found a lamb that tends to show itself, but you might as well learn that lesson in the show ring too. Sometimes you get lucky. I do apparently have to place these, so I'm gonna go out and start handing out some ribbons.
So in this class, oh, he's still going to judge some. There he goes. So in this class we had 707 Haley Verstegen, entry 702 Ada Schreiner, entry 706 Marcus Schreiner, entry 705 Ella Borsa, and entry 701 Trip Wessing. Our next class in the ring is the Clover Bud age group. We have 710 Everly Stenson, 712 Grace Borsa, 713 Noel Bayak, 714 Toby Wessing, 715 Adeline Stenson, 716 Leah Coleman, 717 Jacob Bernauer, 719 Sophia Verstegen, 721 Jalissa Sturby, 722 Cash Nordic, and 723 Talia Lear.
I've traveled this big world, lonesome I have roamed. I've laid down in green pastures, I've rolled down rocky roads. And as my hair turned silver, I lost my lust for gold. Now cups of wine can't satisfy the thirst within my soul. Narrow is the road to glory. Perdition's gates are broad and wide. On the steps you take to ponder, from the path to not far wander, for the narrow road to glory's worth the price. I broke bread with the wicked, I made my plans with fools. To the gates of destruction I'd led many others through. And though my sins were many, I reached out for his robe, and through his tender mercies now my cup overflows. Narrow is the road to glory. Perdition's gates are broad and wide.
All right. Well, it looks to me like the seniors better be taking notice because these guys can show. So, you guys know what's going on over here? The baseball tournament, right? Provincials. You know how they got there? Lots of practice and good habits. So, when you're showing, when you're this age, it's perfect time to start. Lots of practice, good habits. Good habits like always knowing where the judge is. Good habits like always knowing what your lamb looks like. Good habits like knowing what's going on around you in the ring. Is there something going wrong? A couple of animals over. Is the judge coming to you? Don't move your lamb when the judge is coming to you or looking at you. Don't lose your cool when your lamb suddenly stops behaving, because we are showing sheep after all. They're not built for it. I think we got some really powerful Pee-wee showmen, Cloverbud showmen, wrong province. Really powerful showmen. I hope the seniors are watching. There's some things they can learn from here. To me, there's 4 or 5 of the showmen that stuck out. They've obviously been through the ring before. All of them, they're really doing a really good job most of the time of knowing how their lamb looks, making sure the feet are set right. They're doing a really good job doing that. They know where Emma is. They know what's going on around them. They are making that ewe or that lamb look the best they possibly can all the time. So with that, I think I'm going to go hand out a few ribbons, and we're going to congratulate all these members for doing a really, really good job.
So I believe the judge has selected a first place, and that goes to entry 716, Leah Coleman. Second place to entry 721, Jalissa Sturby. And third place was entry 722, Cash Nordic. So into our first split of junior showmen, we have in the junior age group, we have entry 730, Kenzie Paika. Entry 731, Aiden Versival. Entry 732, Tori Coleman. Entry 734, Holden Sturby. Entry 735, Carson Verstegen. Entry 736, Haley Bernauer. Entry 737, Amaya Fernquist. Entry 738 is Carrie Ann Walker. And entry 709 is Lacey Grant. For all those parents helping their junior members get their costumes ready, as soon as they're done their showmanship, please start getting your costumes on, and the costumes will be immediately after the showmanship.
Okay, so we're just going to advance 3 on to the finals for the juniors. Some of you all have been watching YouTube on how to show sheep. I can tell, because there's some of you guys are doing some things that you would probably only learn watching YouTube, and that is absolutely fine. I don't care how you learn to show sheep or pigs or steers. Do whatever it takes to learn the skills. There's all kinds of resources out there. There's people like Faith who would love to come travel across the province to show you how to show sheep. You can get on YouTube. You've got leaders, you've got sheep breeders in your area. Go use those guys. Go learn how to show. If you think showmanship doesn't matter, I want you to remember back to that final class of ULAMs. Everybody in there is a pretty good showman. At a show like this, you probably can't show yourself up a level, but your showmanship can drop you. And all day yesterday, we were commenting that there was lambs, there was sheep that we could have placed higher, but showmanship may have let him down. I mean, we can see through him, but we're not robots, and we do have to justify it to the crowd. So you guys need to help us out a little bit. So with that, we're just gonna tap the 3, we're gonna advance into the next round.
So moving to the overall junior showmanship will be entry 732, Tori Coleman, entry 735, Carson Verstegen, and entry 738, Carrie Ann Walker. In split 2, we have Layla Gilchrist and Hayden Hitchens, Tristan Lear, Ruth Butigig, Abby Bartlett, Lane Nordic, Kate Edwards, Abby Mix, and Spencer Spiker.
All right, well, I'm really looking forward to the finals for juniors. We got some really good showmen in here. Part of one of the speeches that I like to give is talking about making the judge's life easier. And one of the ways, there's lots of ways to make the judge's life easier. One of them is by filling in the gaps in front of you. Another one is anticipating that the judge is coming and being in position long before the judge gets there. And there's a couple of show people in here today that just took that to the next level. They knew what was going on. They were in position long before the judge got there. They were so ready. So that's going to make the next class kind of interesting. But I'm going to go out and I'm going to tap the three. We're going to advance.
So moving forward from split 2, we have entry 746, Kate Edwards, entry 747, Abby Mix, and entry 748, Spencer Spiker. For our overall junior age group showmanship, we have entry 732, Tori Coleman. Entry 735, Carson Verstegen. Entry 738, Carrie Ann Walker. Entry 746, Kate Edwards. Entry 747, Abby Mix. And entry 748, Spencer Spiker. As part of this overall junior class, we have a special award. It is called the Rolly Bateman Memorial Award. And introducing it in this class, it's the first annual Rolly Bateman Memorial Award, and it's awarded to the overall or the junior showmanship in the junior age category. Rolly was a lifelong cattleman and shepherd dedicated to his life in the livestock industry. He was a big supporter of 4-H and spent countless hours judging and mentoring young people. This will be an annual award presented at the Grasslands Sheep Exhibition, and it's sponsored by the Friends of the Rolly Bateman, and we'll have Richard Easton present the award to the overall in this class.
Okay, you guys can just relax now. Yeah, poor guys. You know, judge is going to ramble on, but they're expected to show the whole time. So here we are in the final for the juniors. There is some juniors here that are wise beyond their years. When we teach these kids how to show, we give them a whole list of things they're supposed to do and they're not supposed to do, but we don't give them a rule book. See, there is no rules in showmanship. There's just a lot of really good ideas. And sometimes you have to use some common sense about which of those you're going to apply at which time. For example, you should always move ahead to fill a gap that's made in front of you. And you should also never move your lamb when the judge is looking at it. So if the judge pulls the lamb in front of you out into line and there's a gap, but the judge is looking at your lamb, do you fill the gap? Do you not fill the gap? Sometimes you have to use a little common sense, a little instinct in the show ring. So we've got 3 showmen here that really stood out today in our seniors. All of these showmen, they had their lambs beautifully under control. For the most part, they always had their lambs set up looking square. I realize sometimes there's a little bit of luck. Sometimes your lambs just like to stand square. It happens in pigs, it happens in beef cattle, it happens in dairy cattle. Sometimes they just like to stand that way. And if you get that, run with it. Do what you can with it, just advance your showmanship that much further. So with that, I'm going to go out and I'm going to select my 3rd, then my reserve, and then my 1st place junior showman.
First place in the junior showmanship and receiving the Rolly Bateman Memorial Award in our first time awarding it is Kate Edwards. Second place goes to 748 Spencer Spiker, and third to Carrie Ann Walker. A reminder to exhibitors and parents, immediately following the showmanship classes will be the costume class, so start getting your costumes on right now so that we're ready for the costume class immediately following our showmanship. Entering the ring is our intermediate showmanship, starting with entry 760, Carson Motes. Entry 761, Adelita Nordic. Entry 762, Caitlin Paika. Entry 763, Emma Bagora. Entry 764, Jordan Govan. Entry 765, Jasper Edwards. Entry 766, Josephine Motes. Entry 767, Sophie Bernauer. And entry 768, Katrina Payak.
Okay. So here's the thing about an open show versus a 4-H show. Nobody's here because they were told to be here. They're here because they want to be here. That means the quality of showmanship is really good because everybody wants to be here, which makes our life a little tougher. A few years ago, you had one of my neighbors, a little red-haired girl out here judging, and she likes to go around saying that you don't do anything for showmanship except come to town and win the ribbon. All the work that you do has to happen at home. You can't do anything in the ring to win showmanship. All the work's done at home. All you can do is execute what you practiced. That's a long way of saying I've never heard anybody say I work too much on that animal. We've got some really good showmen in here. We've got some very attentive showmen in here, which quite frankly made life a little bit more difficult. We've got some showmen that have spent a lot of time on their animals, and it shows. And I think that is to be commended. I mean, confirmation classes are great, but what you get in life, you're going to get out of the showmanship classes. So I think with that, I'm going to go ahead and select my three winners.
First place in our intermediate age group showmanship goes to entry 767, Sophie Bernauer. Second place, 760, is Carson Motes. And third place, entry 765, Jasper Edwards. For those that are doing the costume class, please go get your costumes on. We'll begin the costume class immediately following the senior showmanship. Entering our senior showmanship, we have two exhibitors. Entry 781 is Eli Bartlett, and entry 782 is Grayson Begora.
All right, well, this is the last you're going to hear from me for the weekend. So first of all, let me start by saying thank you very much for the invitation to come here and judge today and yesterday. It was an honor to come to Ask and Judge a show. It was a challenge, which I enjoyed. It was a really great show yesterday. This morning was really powerful, enthusiastic junior show. I think that speaks volumes to the future of this show. And if you have any doubts about the future of this show, just count the baby strollers hanging around. Everywhere you go, there's a baby stroller. There's going to be this show's going to go forever. I think that's great. So thank you very much for the invitation and the hospitality that you extended to us. If you need us back, I'm sure, as long as it's raining, Emma will come, and I'll just let my lawn grow. That's fine. When we're talking to the junior members, the important thing to remember is, yes, we're out here competing against everybody with our lambs and in our showmanship, but the real competition you have is with yourself. As long as you're doing better than you did last time you were in the ring, as long as you're doing better than you did last year, you're improving, and that's what's important, and that's how you need to gauge your success. So you guys have been a good crowd. You've been a quiet crowd, and we're going to look after that in a few minutes. But I think those of us watching, I think we need to rectify that quiet crowd situation. There's a lot of energy in this show barn today. By the way, this has got such a positive vibe compared to some beef barns we've been in. This is great fun. So let's give these junior members a big round of applause. I mean, a big round of applause. They're doing an awesome job. Just the two senior showmen. I've been watching so we're going to have a first and a second. The young guy who's going to win it, I've been watching him all day. He's got some mad skills when it comes to showing sheep. The other gentleman dealing with a little bit different kind of ewes that may be a little harder to handle, but he's doing a really good job with those sheep too. So with that, thank you very much, everybody. We'll stick around a little bit for some conversations, and stick around for the costume class because you're going to help judge it.
First place in our senior age category showmanship goes to entry 781, Eli Bartlett. And second place to entry 782, Grayson Begora. We are going to have just 5 minutes for those that are just coming up with their costumes to get everybody lined up. So you have 5 minutes to get your cameras ready, get in the best position. We're going to have all of the costumes come in at once. I heard there's 22 costumes coming in, so it's going to be a tightly packed ring. But we will have the costumes coming up in the ring right now. For those in the barn and those in the stands, if you're looking for a bidding number for our sale that begins at 1 p.m., you can get those at the green table on the east side of the show ring. There's also some catalogs there that you can use to walk through the barn to pick out the ones you're going to buy. I thank you to our sponsors. Our diamond sponsors are Campaign for Wool, Canadian Wool Growers, Gallagher Canada, OC Flock Management, Saskatchewan Sheep Development Board, City of Humboldt, New Rosedale Feed Mill, Pet Food Source, Westfine Meats Inc., Brant Agriculture. Our platinum sponsors, Canadian Cooperative Wool Growers, The Govan Ranch, Grover Nutrition, Manitoba Livestock Cash Advance Inc., Gateway Veterinary Service, Struck Farms. Gold sponsors, Allflex Canada, Canadian Forage and Grasslands Association, McWill Shearing Inc., Smeaton Fence Supplies, Bella Vista Motel, PMT Group Inc., Jack Auction Group. Silver sponsors, Master Feeds and Alltech Company, Happy Hollow, Fusilier Sheep Co., Living Skies Veterinary Services, Roy Leach Livestock, Custom Shearing Lori Reed, Tony and Simon Atkinson Livestock, Big Bob's Meats, Iron Goose Meadow Works, Canolta Hotel Humboldt, Reba Fengnor, Double L Farms, Holland Livestock, Hooves and Paws Vet Clinic. Friends of the show, Genovis, FX5 Livestock, Mud Lake Sheep Co., Johnstone Auction, BF Ranching, Sheep Canada, UCall Canada, Ward Suffolk, Huber Ag Equipment Limited, Misty Gardens, Grayson Begora, and SaskTel. So, entering our final class of the day, we have in our costume class Haley Bernauer, Jacob Bernauer, Ella Borza, Grace Borza, Ruth Butigier, Josie Coleman, Layla Gilchrist, Jordan Govan, Lacey Grant, Talia Lear, Abby Mix, Ada Schreiner, Marcus Schreiner, Adeline Stenson, Everly Stenson, Holden Sturby, Jalissa Sturby, Aiden Versival, Haley Verstegen, Olivia Verstegen, Sophie Verstegen, Toby Wessing, and Trip Wessing.
Okay, we're gonna start asking some of these kids some questions here. So what's your name?
Everly.
Say that again.
Everly.
Everly. And what is your groom's name?
I don't know.
Okay.
Newman.
Okay. And why did you dress up as a bride and groom?
Because I thought of it.
Did your parents approve of this marriage? I'm sure they're gonna have some words for you after this, do you think?
Yeah.
Okay. What's your name?
Adeline Stenson.
And what is your sheep's name?
Newman.
Okay. And what are you dressed up as today?
Willy Wonka and an Oompa Loompa.
Why did you choose this costume?
I had it last year and I really liked it.
That's good. Do you think your sheep can sing the Oopa Loopa song? No? Okay. What is your name?
Sophia Verstappen.
And what is your sheep's name?
Bella,
And what are you dressed up as today?
a cheerleader.
Why did you dress up as cheerleaders?
Because I did this on my first costume.
Do you want to be a cheerleader when you grow up?
Yeah.
Can you do any moves?
No.
Okay. What's your name?
Layla Gilchrist.
What's your sheep's name?
Nadia.
What did you dress up as today?
Bunny, and she's my egg carrier.
She's not a very good egg carrier because you lost some eggs along the way.
She's gotta leave some for the kids to find them.
Oh yeah, that's a good idea. Why did you dress up as this today?
Because it's easy and fun.
That's good. Who are you?
I'm Alan Jackson.
And what is your sheep?
The boat, and I'm doing Chattahoochee.
Can you sing Chattahoochee?
Now,
Aw, what's your favorite Alan Jackson song?
probably Chattahoochee.
That's a good choice. What's your name?
Haley.
And what's your sheep's name? And what are you dressed up as today?
Vet.
Cool. Do you want to be a vet when you grow up? What kind of animals do you want to work on when you're a vet?
Sheep.
Good choice. We got an Oilers fan here and a Vegas fan. Should you even be allowed in here? What's your name?
Marcus.
What's your sheep's name?
Peaches.
Okay, why did you dress up? Or are you two hockey players today?
Yeah.
Okay, who's your favorite Oilers player?
Golden Knights.
Good choice. Oh, okay. What do you want to be when you grow up? Do you want to be a hockey player?
Yeah.
Who do you want to play for when you grow up?
A Golden Knight.
Cool. What's your name?
Ruth,
And what's your sheep's name?
Alyssa,
And what did you guys dress up as today?
a pixie in her fairy garden.
Oh, that's cool. So, I don't know what to ask you. Why did you dress up as a pixie and a fairy today?
Because I had no other ideas.
That's okay, that's fair. Okay, what is your name?
Ella.
What's your sheep's name?
Olaf.
Okay, and what are you dressed up as today?
Elsa.
Is Frozen your favorite movie? Who's your favorite character?
Elsa.
Elsa? That's cool. You a robber?
Yes,
How much money did you steal?
I saw everyone many.
So what's your name? So I can tell the cops.
Toby West,
And what's your sheep's name?
Franklin Tate.
I think if you give me some of that money, I might let you win. What do you think?
Yes.
I'll take this into consideration. Do you have any more? Or is that it? I might need some more. It's a long ride home. I'm kidding. What's your name?
Trip.
What's the sheep's name?
May.
And you're dressed up as Barbie and Ken? That's so cute. Okay, what's your name?
Talia.
What's your sheep's name?
Cookie dough.
And what are you dressed up as today?
A ball player.
Do you play softball?
Yeah.
Do you like softball?
Yeah.
Cool. Why did you choose this costume today?
Because it was the only thing I could do.
What is your position when you play softball? Or what do you do, like, in the field? Do you know what I mean? Like, are you the pitcher? Do you catch? Are you the umpire?
I don't know.
Okay. Did you know I was a dairy farmer? Is that why you picked this costume? Okay. What's your name?
Lacey.
And what's your sheep's name?
Nell.
And you're Milk and Cookies? So why did you dress up as Milk and Cookies?
Because that's what my friend came up with.
What is your favorite cookie to have when you're having a glass of milk?
I don't know. I've never had it.
Haven't? Okay. Okay. What is your name?
Haley.
What does the other guy look like? You look pretty rough. What's your sheep's name?
Mabel.
And what happened to you?
My sheep beat me up.
So now he's for sale? So anybody who wants him can have him? Is he going to pay for the hospital bill? What is your name?
Grace.
What's your sheep's name?
Lilo.
And you're dressed up as Lilo and Stitch? Okay, why did you choose this costume?
Because it's my favorite movie.
Okay, who's your favorite character?
Stitch.
Nice, I like Stitch too. Did you see the new movie? Yeah? It's a good movie? Good.
Pardon the interruption. We have a vehicle that needs to be moved immediately. It is license plate 847KEL. Saskatchewan plate 847KEL needs to be moved immediately for the city.
Okay, this looks like a group costume, right? Okay, so what is your name?
Leah. Tori. Darcy.
And what's this little guy's name?
Ben.
And you guys are dressed up as the Lion King? Nice, this is so cute. Okay, why did you guys dress up as the Lion King today?
Because he likes it.
Is the Lion King your favorite movie?
I don't know.
What is your favorite movie?
I don't.
Okay. So you guys are the zebras. You guys are all the animals at the bottom, right? And who are you? Are you Simba or Mufasa? Nala. Okay. And this is Simba. Simba's not very impressed with all this. What's your name?
Abby.
And what's your sheep's name?
Lamb chop.
And what are you dressed up as today?
Lamb chop and Sherry.
That is so cute. Is that eyelashes? Why did you pick this costume?
Because my lamb's name is Lamb chop, so I thought it'd go good.
That's a good idea. Okay, what is your name?
Ada.
What's your sheep's name?
A ladybug. She's fairy. He's fairy.
And you're dressed up as ladybugs today?
Yeah.
So when I did 4-H, my first costume was a ladybug, and my sheep was a ladybug too. So that's pretty cool.
You are a ladybug. You get to use your Yeah,
I did something close. Okay, why did you dress up as ladybugs today?
Because?
Do you like ladybugs? Are they your favorite bug?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. I like ladybugs too. Okay, so we're gonna pick 5, and then you guys are gonna help us pick the winner, all right? Yeah. Okay, before you guys vote, we're gonna ask him one more question. So why do you want to win this costume contest?
I don't really.
Bragging rights?
What? I don't know.
Same question.
Uh,
You guys gotta convince the crowd you want to win, so you gotta be convincing.
I don't know.
Why do you want to win?
I want the trophy.
Okay. Why do you want to win?
I don't really want to win. I just want to have fun.
Oh, cool. That's the spirit. Why do you guys want to win?
For the animals of Pride Rock.
Good choice. Okay, so we're going to point to each costume. You guys are going to cheer the loudest one because we have a decibel meter here. Yeah, we're using science for this, okay? So the loudest cheers, the loudest decibels wins the contest, all right? So our first costume. '98. '97. '96. Number 4. '103. That was pretty loud. And number 5. I think we have our winner. With 104 decibels, this is our winner. Congratulations.
Congratulations to all our junior exhibitors and to our showmanship. When you get your costumes off, we're going to ask all of the junior members to come into the show ring to get your final prize. It'll be during the shearing, so make sure we're careful for that. I'd like to thank our judges, Emma and Jay, for coming out and judging our shows this weekend. And thank you to all of our exhibitors and parents, grandparents, and everyone in the audience for attending our show. That'll be the conclusion of our show. Our sale will begin at 1 p.m. If you're looking for silent auction items, the silent auction will end at 12:30. If you are the winning bidder on the silent auction, you can pay at the U shop.
Well, for everybody online, that's it for the costume class and the rest of the Junior Sheep Show here. Do be sure to join us back on DLMS at 1 o'clock for the sale. We'll be starting with the ewes, and then we'll get into the rams here at the back half of the sale. We've got a lot of sheep to get through, so join us back here at 1 o'clock. We'll be live about 12:30. You can test your bid button then. We'll be back for the sale right around 1 o'clock.